My name is Alam Ali. I'm the Group Program Manager on our Display Ads platform at Microsoft. And what we do is we build the platform to serve advertising into MSN.com, Live.com, Office Live, all of our premium brand advertising that you see across the Microsoft set of properties, and also our partners like Facebook, Dig.com as well. So today what I was asked to do was give you sort of an overview of the breadth of the types of ad formats and ad creatives that we have in the inventory of the Microsoft ad platform. How many of you are developers in here? I primarily focus on developing. Okay. How many are creative folks, designers? Okay. How many are directly involved with advertising and the creation of advertising? Okay, fantastic. So my presentation today will focus on giving you a sense of what Microsoft has across the platform. I'm not going to go into details about how we develop these things. There's actually plenty of other sessions that are sort of going into the depths of how you develop some of these complex creatives. But my objective is to give you a sense of the creative work that's going on, the future, and give you some direction about the future of where we're heading. Eric Picard actually tomorrow will give you, he's got a session on the future of advertising where he'll sort of lay out the strategy and looking really deep into the industry, the economics behind it. So if you want to learn more about sort of the future direction of where Microsoft is going, I'd encourage you to attend that. But I will give you sort of a practical sense of things that we're working on, things that we've done, and give you that sense. So again, I won't be going into the code behind it like most of the sessions at MIX are, but hopefully it'll give you a sense of all of the various things that we are doing. So the rest of my presentation, this is pretty much I have only one other slide. I just have demos for you. So I'm going to start off with showing you some of the things that you saw on the intro video that was playing. And this is across primarily our MSN offerings, the premium display offerings there. There's a group that we have called the Premier Media Group within the company whose job it is to service our premium clients. And when they come with an objective of reaching out and grabbing the audience, we have a team that goes out and satisfies that need, comes up with a creative way of doing things using our platform, the capabilities that we have across the Microsoft assets. So the first demo that I'll show you is around what you saw on Pirates of the Caribbean on the MSN homepage. These are sort of very intense, interactive ad creatives where you have multiple elements on the page. You might have a banner up top. You have a rectangle box. That's your main area. And then you have something down at the bottom here too. So if these are all user-initiated, interactive advertising. So when I click on this, I didn't actually want to click on that. I wanted to click on this. You'll see that the ad will start to interact with the various elements on the page. Where is the interaction here? Maybe I need to reload this. Let me give you 1 second. All right, we've got interaction between the elements on the page. The cannonballs going back and forth, and you've got video motion in here as well. And when I click here to commence the battle, I actually have these characters that were working a few minutes ago that don't seem to want to work now. Okay, let's see if we can get them to work a little bit later here. All right, let's try one more time. My demo gremlins are coming out. Literally worked 20 minutes ago. Okay, let me flip to the next ad that we did, which is around the Transformers. So what we did with the Transformers was is create this experience again, where we had Let me reload the page so I can show you the full ad here. Again, the banner up top, the main area where your eye focuses with a short video, and this actually asks you to choose your side. So I'm going to go ahead and interact with this. So then I can go in ahead and check out the various transformers, and if I choose to be on the good side or with Optimus Prime, I can actually skin my entire page with the Optimus Prime theme, and I can also find out a little bit more about this transformer. And you can scroll through sort of all of the various transformers. My kids really love Bumblebee. I'm always getting requests for more and more Bumblebee toys, which they keep losing. And then you'll see that you can skin the entire page, top all the way around, with the various themes of your characters. And if you really want to be evil, you can choose Megatron and the Decepticons. And then as with all of these, with our movie type of advertising, we have a trailer. And the trailer really starts to now give you that sense of what that movie is about. And this is the full trailer that you would see on video. It's actually going out and downloading and caching that. Where
got a little surprise for you, son. No.
Where the studio didn't have to do anything special or separate. They just used the creative that they already had.
I am.
Let me just go to the nice exciting part here.
It's totally classified.
Dear God, what is this?
We're under attack!
We are facing war against a technological civilization far superior to our own. Our enemy can take any ship. They could be anywhere.
All right. So just sort of give you a preview, and it immerses you into that experience, and it captivates your attention there. All right. Let me try one more time on my Pirates demo here. See if it'll work. I don't think it wants to behave today. All right. Okay. Let me keep going. One of the most important things that you want to be aware of when you're designing ad creatives is really around being sensitive to not polluting the user experience, but being very sensitive to that user experience and being respectful of that. There's some key things that we have to remember when we design that user experience, that there has to be a balance. And this balance has to be between these fundamental elements of trying to get the message of the advertiser out to the user, but also balancing the needs of the user, balancing the needs of the publisher, and balancing the needs of the advertisers themselves. What I always, sort of my rule of thumb in terms of a good ad creative, in terms of its full experience, is that to the end user, that advertisement should be either entertaining, so they don't view it as an encumbering thing, or it should actually be a service. So it's very targeted, it's something that the user was looking for anyway, and it's very relevant to them. So they view it as either entertaining or it's actually a service. And anytime we break that model, the entire advertising business model breaks. A classic example are pop-up ads, right? We experimented with pop-up ads several years ago in MSN, and we found that it broke the advertising business model. The reason is advertisers loved it. They just loved it. It was great, right? Publisher, as a publisher, we didn't really care that much, although we got more money for it because advertisers paid us more, but the users hated it. So as soon as the users hated it, it broke our business model. We said, no, we can't do that. So you have to be very conscious about thinking about your environment, thinking about your audience and your users, who they are, what are they trying to achieve, how does it fit into the context of what you have to offer them. So in that vein, what we've been experimenting with, and not just experimenting, but we've actually shipped this called what we call the ad control bar. And it's being deployed across the MSN properties and the Microsoft ad properties today. where you'll see the MSN homepage here, and on top of an ad, I've got a little thing called "Do More with This Ad." Today, you might see a little advertisement thing. And okay, let me actually reload this because I've already submitted this. So where you can click on this and say, "Do more with this ad," and the user can provide feedback directly about that specific ad. In terms of, did I like this ad? Yes, I like this ad. Did it interfere with my online experience? And what impact did the advertising actually have on the user with regard to the advertiser? So did it have a positive impact? And does this ad positively impact your opinion of this site? So you as a publisher, this is a very important metric for you. So users can very quickly take this. They're not taken out of context of their experience. It's something that they can very quickly give feedback on. And I can just go ahead and submit, and it'll go back to our ad servers, and it'll be available for reporting. So this is our V1, and some of the concepts that we're playing around with for V2 is that along with this provide feedback, I can actually have other functions in the ad control bar itself. And things like
being able to email the ad to a friend. If I thought it was a really cool ad, like the Transformers thing, I could say, "Oh, check this out." If the advertiser said wants to promote and push a product, maybe they want to offer a coupon, so I can actually have a coupon right there and go ahead and print it. I print it out, and I can actually use that in the store the next day. If the auto companies are very big on actually having video in their ads, so you could potentially have video right in the ad experience there. So what this allows an advertiser to do is break out of the space in which they're confined, give the user more interaction, being able to engage the user, both for the user benefit, right? Users being able to have an opinion, have some type of control on their advertising experience, but also providing the advertisers with richer functionality. Again, trying to maintain that fine balance of the advertising business model. Okay, so you've seen some of the interesting creative things that we're doing on the web, and what I wanted to do was also show you some things that we're doing on our mobile phones. Let me switch to this guy here, where we've got MSN on the web and we've got MSN on the phones. So we've released last fall brand advertising on our MSN mobile properties. So right now we're starting out with sort of very simple, lightweight banner ads on the home page. If I click over to Fox Sports, I have that similar experience also of having a brand advertising there. And if I flip to, say, entertainment, I have the similar experience also. One of the advantages that we have about having all of these things stitched together in one consistent ad platform is that an advertiser can now choose to have a campaign that's actually spanning across my web properties and the user base there and the experience that I have on my Windows mobile devices and wherever MSN mobile is. So the next thing that I'll go to is back to my PC, where I've got my experience here with the web, and I've got Windows Live Messenger, and you've probably seen these things. These things are called personal expressions, where, say, I start up a chat with Erin, our developer evangelist for the ad platform, and I say, "Hey, Erin." Hopefully she's online. I'm doing my demo. All right, so Erin's got a cool picture of her child who actually found a baby wild bird that he somehow adopted. Yeah, she it's definitely more fun than being at a meeting. I guess she's on a conference call. So I see here that I have various options in Messenger, and you see this in various Messenger products where I can have emoticons, I have winks, and I have various themes for the product itself. So I see here that if I check here, there's a thing called a fit. I'm not sure what that is, but let me just send Aaron this thing. And I've got this thing is like this. There's this fit thing. And I'm just going to play around with it. This is typically what people will do. They just send sort of these various things that they're exploring and discovering in their IM area to their friends, and they say, "Hey, this looks like a new car." Yes, I'm doing the car demo. So I've got this thing going on where it's a viral thing. I can engage with my friends about the fit. I can come in here and I see that I've got actually backgrounds for the fit itself, and I can skin my experience there. And I'm going to say, I don't like the rubber ducky. So I come here and I see, there's actually a fit display picture, which is not that. It's this guy. So there's the fit. I'm going to go check it out. Yes. So what you saw here is sort of an interaction. Many of you may be saying that, hey, I never do that. But there's a demographic that you can go after that actually engage in this type of activity, right? The first time I showed this demo, literally, people said that, hey, I never do that. And I said, are you the demographic? I never do this either, right? I'm not that demographic. But my daughter, who's 10, does this all the time. She's sitting there doing this all the time. And so, again, it has to be appropriate to the audience that you're trying to capture, and it can be a very compelling, interactive, and viral way of getting your message out. Yes, yes. I'll talk to you later. She's never going to stop talking. All right. So what you saw here is essentially, Messenger is a Windows application. You download it, you install it, and there's an interactivity there with advertising that's calling our ad platform in the background. You've also see that in your contact list here itself, you've got various areas of playing video, and also here you've got advertising that's coming up interactively. Okay, let me close out of there. So one of the new innovative things that we've done, let me show you this one thing. So our Atlas Rich Media folks, with the aQuantive acquisition that we made, we got a breadth of new types of advertising capabilities available to Microsoft. And I just wanted to show you quickly one thing where the Atlas Rich Media team that offers various types of ad creatives to advertisers directly, right, has a cool little demo where you can actually, again, this is even more interactive, where I can actually race the car itself. So I actually click through, and if I click it just right, I'll actually do it right, or I won't. All right. Let's see if I can negotiate this turn. Ooh, all right. I'm not so good on that game. Okay, so you've seen some of the interactivity there. One of the coolest prototypes that we've done on our Ad Center Labs, and Ad Labs is a unit of within the ad platform team that is experimenting with various types of ad technologies. You can go to adlab.msn.com and see the various types of prototypes and technologies that they're working on. And this is one prototype that actually made it out to a pilot market called Video Hyperlink. And the idea here is that, while I'm seeing a video, I can actually tag a piece of merchandise and have information about it, and I can have a companion tag or companion images next to it. And the way that this technology is so interesting is that the creative person is tagging the object itself once. So I'll go through and I'll say, okay, I'll outline the blue jacket itself, and after that in the video, I don't need to do anything more. The technology actually recognizes the blue jacket and tracks it all the way through. I've got another video here where I've got multiple things, and the technology is recognizing what I'm hovering over and giving me information and changing the image next to it appropriately. Very compelling for advertisers who want to engage, who want to provide product placement in video, and again, preserving that user context and not being annoying to the user, but actually now providing a service, right? This is an example of a service rather than an annoyance. Okay. You've seen some things around deep zoom at the keynote, and I just wanted to quickly show you some things around deep zoom and how it could potentially be shown in advertising. Not a huge demo here, but if you actually go to fractalad.com, you can actually see this. Where here we have a Dell PC, and you can imagine this in a site where you have a limited space, and I can zoom all the way out, so it actually fits into the space of a creative. But when I interact with it, I can actually zoom into the various sections of the merchandise itself. Check out the polish and the refinement of the device. In this case, this is Dell promoting their new one of their red devices. So it really shows some of the finer points of the device. Of the merchandise, and likewise I can get a lot more information around support for this thing. So this is something that you've seen at the keynote. You've seen this. This will become available with Silverlight 2 that we can start playing with and experimenting with, and we think this will be something that is very innovative, very unique way of doing ad creatives coming from Microsoft. Okay, so I've shown you various things around the PC device, and I wanted to go back to my mobile phone and go to the home page. And what we've created here is a little application. And if you actually go to phone.msndirect.com, you can actually download this little application. It's a free application that gives me various pieces of information, and guess what? It's ad-funded, it's ad-supported. So I see right now, it's like this literally came up this morning. I was thinking, I was like, hey, what should I demo? And I was like, oh, perfect. So Steve's trying to buy the Sonics, which is fantastic. Steve's a big basketball fan. So let me go to so when I drill in, I can go to my top stories, my world news, and this technology is very interesting because what it has is essentially a little mini micro ad engine on my phone itself. What it does is it downloads these news stories and all of this other useful information periodically, asynchronously. So it's not constantly connected. It caches it locally on my machine, on my phone, and so it's available instantaneously rather than me having to browse the web to go look for information. So the compelling thing here is that when I drill into Steve's supersonic story, I can see that I've got a little ad creative up at the top, and I can read more information about this specific story. I can press 1. I won't do that right now, but it'll bring up my web browser, and then I can actually go into reading more information about this story. I've got information about the world news, my sports, entertainment, business, travel information, tech. This is sort of my standard set of things. I've got weather. Seattle is not as nice as here. Stocks, and then I've got a section for sponsors. So you'll see advertising all throughout this application, and again, it's non-invasive. is what we're trying to make it. So we have a special section. It's like as you're browsing your phone and you see an ad, it's like, oh, that was an interesting thing. But remember, we're rotating this thing. So the next time you come back to that story, you may not see it. But it's available in that section of your sponsors. So I can go in and I can get more information about that sponsor. I can drill in and see what's going on. And I can actually go ahead and browse to the Spaces site if I want to. Here, advertisers can also put in other information, other landing pages, and other things that they find compelling for their clientele. So this is an example of essentially an application that is an ad-funded model. It's free, but it provides some cool, useful functionality for users and provides the advertiser the ability to get in front of a new type of audience. Okay, so I've gone through all these various types of advertising. The next one I want to go to is my advertising on the Xbox 360. All right, and what I want to show you is the ability for us to have very creative, rich, high bandwidth, high quality creatives on the Xbox 360 dashboard. This is again serving out of the same ad platform, same way that an advertiser or agency would ask us to book the ad, all the capabilities there. So as I go through the dashboard here, you see various forms of advertising that's showing up on these various placements that we have. And this is by far one of our most creative, richest, most complex ways of getting at this very unique demographic. So, this is what advertisers also pay the biggest bucks for, but they have a very captive audience. They know exactly who the Xbox audience is. So it's a very interesting way of getting at that audience. I wanted to show you one specific ad, if I can get it to come up here. Again, I have an Xbox 360 under here, and what this is doing is it also has our mini ad engine on the Xbox itself. And those of you who have the 360, you'll remember an update to the dashboard coming down last November that actually came down with a bunch of cool updates and also our little mini ad engine. So I'm trying to get back to this specific ad, and it keeps rotating on me, so I can't find it. And again, this technology, what it does is it enables me to cache the ads, both the schedule of the ads, so it knows how to rotate. What are the business rules that I have to honor, right? How many impressions did the advertiser book? What are the targeting parameters that I need to honor? So the engine itself has all of that information. And also, it knows how to count in a reliable way that can be honored by the IAB standards. So it counts, it caches those counts, and then when it sees a connection or an opportunity to send that information back up to the ad server, it goes ahead and fires all that stuff up and gets the new set of ad schedules and creatives and brings them down. So here the U.S. Army has done a really fantastic job in their campaign, and one of their campaign, their recruiting campaigns, and the thing that they're focusing around, of course, is Halo 3. And they've offered, if I click on this promotion around the U.S. Army, what they've done is they've given Halo 3 fans training around how to use vehicles in this case, where I've got themes and pictures that I can download. They've also created these very cool training videos. So if you don't know how to use the vehicles or the weapons, they actually have rich videos to show you how to do that. So let me see here. I downloaded this already. The U.S. Army has provided all these things, and then they actually have a championship going on, and you can register for more training, and you can download to register. So let me show you one of the videos that I downloaded about the sniper school. So sniping in Halo 3 is an art form. It's very difficult, and it takes really a specialized set of talents to be able to do that. So let's watch this short clip here. And hopefully everybody's above 17 here.
The purpose of these videos is to give you the skills that you need to succeed in the upcoming Halo 3 tournament coming in the new year. In the pit, there's a spawn point that would make a great sniper location, but there are no scoped weapons there. Bishop 56 will show us how to grab a sniper rifle and get back into that position. To perform this grenade jump, stand, look, and throw exactly as shown. Let's take another look in slow motion. This one is tricky, but once you get up there, the payoff is great, with access to several target locations, hard cover, and exits in 3 directions. Here on Epitaph, there's a great sniper location. Grab the power drain and head up the gold vent. Once you exit the vent, head down the walkway and jump onto the center platform to grab the sniper rifle. This complicated maneuver involves a grenade jump and jumping off of equipment. Now let's watch that again slowly.
I gotta watch that a couple of times.
First, throw a frag grenade into the corner and then jump in the air as it explodes, propelling you upward. Second, deploy a power drain and jump off of that to land on the ledge.
All right, how many people can do that? Now watch, go up top.
From this position, Bishop 56 has great visibility on targets throughout the upper level, as well as cover and concealment and a great exit anywhere he wants. Don't forget to register for the Play and Win sweepstakes associated with this basic combat training.
All right, what do you guys think about that? Was that interesting? And that's a very immersive experience. Was that an ad? Right? So this is the type of things that we're encouraging, where it's not an ad, right? To me, it's like, oh, that is very cool. I can actually use those skills. So let me go back to my ad. This is the the U.S. Army has multiple ads and multiple landing pages. So this is a different one from the one that I showed you before. I click on this, and I can get the championship information. I can register that I showed you before, downloading the various themes and videos, the official rules, and then giving me a little blurb about the U.S. Army itself and its history. So these are the types of things that that we think, going from my simple, basic, web banner ad to my most sophisticated, very engaging, very entertaining Xbox 360 with my mobile devices in between. Are the types of things that we're looking at, exploring, doing today, and pushing the boundaries on. Again, the purpose is Microsoft wants to offer advertisers this rich, interactive experience, this breadth of audience that is available across the various media devices that we have, and being able to have a campaign that can span across those devices. The final one that I want to show you is a prototype device, and within my team, we always are prototyping various technologies. The technology that you saw for these for the Xbox 360, the mobile phone, this technology where you have the ability to have advertising whether you're connected or not, is something that we started prototyping about 2 years ago, and it enables really a whole slew of new scenarios. You can imagine, devices that are bandwidth constrained, but you want to have rich, interactive ad experiences. How do you go about doing that? How do you go about taking advantage of the native inherent capabilities of a device? The PC has a lot more capabilities than what we're taking advantage of with simple web-based advertising. So why not have a set of APIs that take advantage of that for developers to enable richer advertising for the advertisers. So the final device is an ultra-mobile PC. And I've got this PC. You saw this same device in the keynote yesterday. And hopefully this thing didn't go on standby on me. What I'm going to show you here is
is the ability, it's going to come back from standby here. We've been experimenting with public displays and where audiences are. So imagine this, the same type of ad engine that we have in the mobile device, in the Xbox, is also in here, where I'm in a semi-connected environment. I have the power of a small PC available to me, and the ability to have this mounted or in an elevator, inside an elevator, outside an elevator, back of a taxi cab, on a bus, right, on a shuttle, different things like that. So, and you've seen these displays today. The hotel actually has some displays there, but this is an interactive display that begs the people that are sort of waiting around, they have time on their hands to engage with it. So here again, a prototype of what we could show. Right on the home page, you can have various forms of media advertising, rich media, video, your banners as well. And then you've got information about news, sports, business, and other things like that. So when I click on one of these, I'm looking at, I want to get some news. So I see a very short clip.
President Bush goes to Capitol Hill, making a pitch for
and I see that there's a leave behind of a Target ad that I saw very short. It's literally like a 2-second ad there.
Priorities. Among the measures,
and
legalizing up to 12 million unlawful immigrants. Militants threw up roadblocks on.
So if I wanted to see more information about that, I could say learn more, and then I can actually see the full video clip.
We'll say something new, we'll say something new, something new. Or something you do, or something you do, something you do. We'll say something new.
Streets of Gaza City on a day.
And then when I see the ad finish, it comes back into my video where I left off. Okay, so again, if I go to sports, it happens to be the same ad, which is a problem, which is always interesting for demos because I want to show the ad rotation, and I can't. Let me see if I can get it to rotate here. That's 3 times.
Is AP.
All right, one more time.
Used to build jets.
All right.
You don't build just another car.
So I can't predict what the ad engine is going to show next. So I'm like trying to scroll through and show you guys what the thing is. Again, I can go into the Saab ad and see the full ad.
Saab was founded by 16 aircraft engineers. Their spirit lives on. The Saab 9-3 Aero convertible with an all-new 250 horsepower turbocharged V6. When you used to build jets, you don't build just another car. Saab, born from jets.
Barry Bonds hit career home
and then I
runs
also see another button down here where I can say, send me a brochure. So again, this is a prototype device, which hopefully it'll work here. So I can actually type in my email and have the device and the service send me more information about that product. We've got things like privacy policy also. So the device again is it's a prototype where you can have this on various types of form factors. We've actually talked with some manufacturers and the Ultramobile PC team about using this type of format, making it available in various sort of, if you will, out-of-home experiences. In summary, essentially I wanted to show you the various types of technologies. I started with some interesting things that we're doing on the web with rich interactive advertising, and really the thing that I wanted to emphasize there was that Microsoft is committed to offering the advertisers very creative ways to get at the audiences that they're looking for. The other thing is that we're also committed to maintaining that balance between the user, the advertiser, and the publisher needs.
And we're not only committed in our own properties, but we're committed to promoting that to all of our development platforms and making sure that when other people create advertising environments with our technologies, that we promote that. And finally, I wanted to share that Microsoft is pushing the boundaries of advertising. Advertising, as you know today, on the web will not be what it is today 2 to 5 years from now. It will change. What you see advertising in our traditional print, radio, and television will not be what it is today. It will change. The developers at this conference will be at the forefront of making that change happen. And we are committed to that. And I've sort of showed you some of the technologies, some of the prototypes that we've been working on. Okay? So thank you for attending. If you have any questions, I'll take them now. All right? Thank you.